Dear students, this is module number 91 for the course of SHRM, and we will continue to talk about the process issues in developing the HR strategy. So this module or this series of modules comprised of content issues, process issues, and implementation issues. And in the beginning we said that there are three areas in the development of HR strategy. They are linked together, and addressing the issues which are in the content and process and implementation can help us to develop or offer a better strategy for the success of an organization. So Bowen and Ostroff 2004 features of an HRM, human resource management strategy. The work of Bowen and Ostroff is very dominant, and what they have published in 2004 in the form of particularly an article. This remains as a vital source of insight for HR practitioners and academicians. So HR strategy design process also needs to include considerations of how employees themselves will experience this strategy. When the HR department is thinking about the content of HR strategy and they use a process to develop that HR strategy, during that process, they also need to identify how employees themselves will experience that HR strategy. Because it is important that what is the perception of employees about the HR department. I hope you remember that we talked about in chapter number 4 from the secondary textbook the competencies, the 9 competence or competent areas of HR, and we thought about that how employees perceive about the credibility of the human resource department or HR professionals. So this is a very critical and important area to understand that when you are in a process of developing a strategy, you need to understand how employees will feel about it, how employees perceive about it, or how employees will see these policies and practices. So Bowen and Ostroff identified 3 features of an human resource management, and that has a significant implications for a strategy development process. So the first thing is distinctiveness. A visible, easily understood, authoritative and relevant HR system captures people attention. You are managing the people of an organization. Your HR strategy, first and foremost, must be very clear. What you want from your employees. Is biometric or coming to the work in time, 9 o'clock, and leaving the organization 5 o'clock in the evening is more important, or what they do during that time? What message you are giving to your employees? What is your human resource management strategy? What you value in your employees? Do you value policies and practices, or you value employees, or you treat them as an asset? So this is your strategy. Your HR strategy must be distinctive, but at the same time, it should be very visible and clear and easily understood to employees that what you are looking for or what you want. The second feature by Bowen and Ostroff is consistency. Sending clear messages about how HR system works, putting HR policies and practices into practices and stability, or systems into practices and stability. So in other words, there should be a consistency among the HR practices, and there should be a consistency in the HR practices whenever you are implementing over the period of time and across the number of employees. For example, the consistency of managing your employees is can be referred to over the period of time, and can also be referred to different type of employees. For example, within the same category of employees, you are treating every employee similarly. the reward system is consistent. One is not getting less or more, one is not working less or more, one is not overburdened. So consistency among the employees and consistency in the practices. The consensus, agreement among employees about the way HR system works. It is definitely hard to achieve because there are different employees and so many employees in an organization, different groups of employees. There might be some political views of employees about the organization, but consensus to some extent or to a very large extent is important, that employees about the way HR system works. There should be a consensus among employees how our HR system works. According to the Bowen and Ostroff 2004, when an organization or HR professionals are developing human resource management strategy, they need to think about during that process about the three issues: distinctiveness, consistency, and consensus on the HR practices. Thank you.